Good morning, good evening, good day. Hello, wherever you could be watching from. Welcome to our episode 4, Let's Talk Business, with Letila and myself, Bao. Um, First of all, I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is Belle Williams. I'm a mother of two, a grandmother of three, uh, and I have a husband who are also in the business. Um, and tonight, its topic, we are going to be um, talking about something that is very, very important to us. I guess a lot of people can relate to this, and that is how we manage our time in order to run our online business effectively. Um, I'm sure a lot of us has, we wear different hats throughout the day, and whether you are a business person, whether you're a mother, you're a grandmother, you're still working full time, or just working part time and looking for a passive income. Managing our time is so important. And how you manage your time can be different for everyone, um, especially if this is the business that you want grow to grow and become successful in it. It is so important to manage your time effectively. So just before I ask, my colleague, my business partner, Letila, her take, how she can share her routine with us. I just want to encourage everyone who is watching right now, message us. I mean, comment where where you are watching from. So just so that we know, we just want to know how global we are. We are both of Letila and I. We both live in New Zealand, just different parts of Auckland. That's where we both live. But we also have business partners throughout the world. But tonight it's just only me and Letila taking the fort. So over to you, Letila. Thank you.
Bula everyone. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Like Ba said, we'd love for you to comment where you are listening in or where you're tuning in from because we like to know how global we are this evening. So before I talk on the topic for tonight, I will just quickly give an introduction of myself. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Letila Tambu. I am I'm from Fiji, originally from there. My village is in Lau, Oneata, Waingori. And my mom, I have maternal links to um, Tonga Matamisinga and Levuka. So, I'm a bit of everywhere, but I love that. I have two kids, and I am also married to a Fijian man, the love of my life from Ono. He's from Ono. And we currently live in New Zealand, Auckland. And just a very brief why I'm here today, why I'm doing this is many reasons. But yeah, it's more towards my family, obviously here and back home. Um, just understanding that we have a very short lifespan in this world, and that I just really didn't want to spend a good amount of time working for someone else and making their dreams come true and not working on what I could potentially you know what I could potentially build from making my own business, or building my own online business. That, in a nutshell, is why I have joined, why I have decided to join this online community and start my online business and journey. I understand it's different for everyone. For me personally, um, that's something or somewhere I'm at, in this point of time in my life. Yes, 10 years ago, my goals were definitely different to my goals now. Um, and never did I imagine that I would be here, but I'm grateful to God that I am here and speaking to people about this online business. Just on that note, a lot of people um, say to me that they would love to join. The problem is they don't see themselves speaking on a go live like this. And I can tell you right now, these two ladies, don't let us fool you by our confidence, because we are confident only because of the community that we are in. We draw from there. We draw from the people that are just like us. That yes, we had to come out of our comfort zone in order to be where we are today. um, we cheer each other on, we are there for each other, and we understand that everyone works in their own pace and that eventually they will get there. My timing is different from Bao's, and Bao's is different from mine, and to everyone around them. But understand that this go live is, you do not have to do it. You don't have to come into this business and think, oh, I can't do it because I don't want to be doing these go lives, or I don't want to be speaking to people like this. You're too scared. Yes, we understand that. And you do not have to do it if you do not want to. No one is going to force you to do it, or your business does not rely for you to be live like this, doing a go live in order for it to run. No, the whole purpose of this go live is solely just to get the word out about the business. We have systems that are working on the back end to be able to generate leads for us, okay, which is through paid ads, through organic reach. But this is that concept there, which today it was actually a family member that told me that, oh, I can't really see myself doing that because of this, doing a go live. And I wanted to put that out now here, that you don't have to be doing a go live in order for your, like, there's no choice. If you don't do a go live, your business doesn't run. That is not the case. That is far from it. You can absolutely do the business without doing a go live. Okay, it's where you are comfortable at. Okay? And with time, you will get into being comfortable with that. Sorry, everyone.
Yes.
Um, so, onto the topic. How, for me, how I manage my time. I will tell you now. I was a teacher when I was back. By profession, I'm a teacher back at home before I moved here to New Zealand. So I thought I was organized. But when I moved out of the country and decided to settle here and start my family here, and so many things were different, I realized that I probably am not as organized that, as I thought I was. So there was a lot of adjusting to living here, adjusting to, the lifestyle here. And then when this business came on, there was another adjustment in our program. Because for me, when I came into this business, first and foremost, my family's program is very important. That is the forefront. Everything has to come backseat to that. So I was looking for something that was that. Like, of course, I wanted to have an income stream. I wanted to have money coming in, but how was I going to find something that ensured that if something happened, like just yesterday, which we were just talking about Bao, there was an incident in my daughter's school where she had a bump on her head, and I needed to go pick her up immediately. Because it's anything to do with head injury. It's very important. So I had to. I didn't have to turn around and ask a boss. Can I just pop into the school? And I'm not. I just have to drop whatever I'm doing and go. So I needed to find something like that. Whatever I did before I found this business, all I knew was I need to find something where if I have to be there for my family, I can just drop and go. There's no, trying to, I used to have that, like that guilt. When I was working, I used to have that guilt where if I had to come home for something, come home early, or didn't turn up to work because my kids were sick, I used to have like this horrible feeling that, oh my gosh, they're gonna think that I made it up. And my child is not really sick, and I just don't want to go to work. Or things like that. That would it really haunted me. Like I had that dreadful feeling, and I didn't like it at all. So I wanted to make sure that when I do find something, my kids, my family need to be the forefront. Which, when I found this, I can definitely say if I have to do something for my family, I'm there. I'm there. And even these go lives, an example tonight, you guys will see Maria, our beautiful Maria is not here today. She's got a bit of a croaky voice, and she's not feeling her best. So there's nothing complicated about saying, hey ladies, I cannot make it, and that's it. We're so understanding towards each other. There's no stress about that, and I love that about this. Or if we weren't able to make it, Bao is not able to make it, or we had to cancel this whole episode together or altogether because of something, and it's fine. It's not gonna be the talk of the office, or it's not going to be such a dramatic thing. And that's the beauty about having or owning your own online business like this, because you don't have to. You're accountable to yourself, and that's it. You're not. It's not on anyone else. It's just less stress in general. And I'm more focused on what really matters, which is just enjoying the pockets of time that I have with my kids, with my family. I love that because 30 years from now, I'm going to be 60, and I would love to, to see in that 30 years, the next 30 years, I just really want to be so present in the time. And for me, managing my time in this business, it's really not hard for me. Why? Because my family comes first in everything. So what I do is whatever pockets of time I have throughout the day to be able to do my business, I slot it in. If I don't have time to slot in what I have to do, then that's it. It's fine. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to stress me out because I know I can compensate for it tomorrow or the next day, because it's my business, and how I run it, that's how I like it. That's how I want to run it. I don't have to run it because there's a deadline. By today, I definitely, if I don't do this, you know, by today, I had jobs where we had to have deadlines, and I honestly, I would come home with such anxiety, and I'd be moody because I didn't meet the target for that day, and my boss was mad at me, and
Mm.
it was like it was horrible. It was just not a good day to feel like that. So I'm just at that point where there's so much more important things that I can be doing with my life and with the people I choose to, use my time with. And that's my family. And um, the other thing that I really just wanted to quickly touch on is the tools that I use. Just a few tools that I use to be able to manage my business or to help me with the running of my business is one would be Canva. It's just, I use it from my phone most of the time. And that's just for the posts that I want to put up for my page, for my business page. And then the other tool that I find very useful is scheduling of my posts. Sometimes I cannot tend to my business the next day. So tonight, when I have time, when the kids are down, I just quickly schedule a few posts for the next day, so that that just goes on and I don't have to stress too much about it. But for me, yeah, for me, how I manage our time is actually just comes down to what my family schedule looks like. If it's going to be a very, very busy day, and for us it's usually Tuesdays and Saturdays for my family, I have to dedicate that time to my family. It's so important, because if I don't, it defeats the purpose of me being here doing this. If my kids don't come first, if my husband does not come first, there's just no point. So I love that we have found something that enables me to grow as a person, and also learn so much more, learn about people, learn about business, and just learning about myself too. There's so many things that I've had passion for over the years, but I've just not had the time to be able to really look into it. And now I'm trying to manage this business, my family, and also, the things that I really liked, that I enjoy. Little hobbies that I probably used to do when I was much younger, but I had to, like, okay, I have to put that aside. I don't have time for it. So now I'm slowly starting to pick up those little hobbies that I used to enjoy. I love um, that I get to do that and also focus on my health. You know, Actually, now I can actually see a much brighter future for myself and my kids. I know that, okay, now I can fully focus on my health and things that I actually love to do, and my family. So for me, how I manage my time effectively, it's actually encompassed with, first and foremost, my family's program. Like whatever we're doing that day, um, that with my family, that is the center, and I work my business around that. It's not the other way around. Like my business is everything, and then I work my family. No, I have decided that this is for me, because I get to choose how my day looks like, and then the business just works around that. So that's all from me, Bao. Thank you for listening, everyone, and I really hope
Mm,
you guys have taken something out of this. And I'm sure Bao will also have something that she would like to contribute to what I've already shared. Thank you, everyone.
thank you, Letila. That's very enlightening to me as well, and hopefully for for all of you who are watching as well. Now, as you can see, Letila and I, I'm on the older generation of the spectrum, and so Letila can be as young, like she's same age as my daughter. So I can hear that from her perspective, and I wish if I had this opportunity when I was her age, things would have been different. Um, but the technology these days, it's just, I mean, the technology is so advanced. And so today, there's a lot of options, a lot of, choices that we have. And a lot of people who are in our community, they chose or choose to, to be in this business. It's because of the business model. Okay, this business model that is so can fit in, into a lot of I think a lot of people can fit in, this business model. Like Letila has explained that, that her family is the most important thing in her life. So she is structured her day around her family and her business, because of the flexibility of the business, she's able to do that. When you have a 9 to 5 job, I mean, you can't do that. Or we're, listening to what she's sharing and trying to relate to how I used to be at her age. We didn't have that option, unfortunately. It's either you work full time or you work part time, but you're away from home. you know I had to put my children to daycare. I didn't, 30 plus years ago, I didn't have anyone with me in New Zealand. It was by myself, so it wasn't. It was hard, just trying hard being an immigrant, trying to, to settle, to find a way, to try to earn a living, and not only, trying to support your family here. I mean, my little family. I have to be thinking about my family back home as well, as we all do, when you're an immigrant, thinking about your family back home. Yeah, so for me, how I prioritize the business, this online business, to I mean, there is a reason why we all have our whys, different whys, why we became or enrolled into this new business online. And for me to make it work, to make it more effectively, I have to prioritize my day. I just like Letila always said, she centered her thing around her family. But for me, yes, I mean, it's just my husband and I. I have my grandchildren on the weekend, sometimes Saturday and sometimes Saturday, Sunday, depending on the day. Those are my special days with them. I work during the week, and I do this business. I usually say like I would spend about an hour in the morning before work, before I do my full-time work, and then another an hour and a half or two, maybe, usually about an hour and a half at night when my husband gets home, and then we just watch them, the webinar, or work on an ad, or scheduling of some, posts, utilizing the tools, that are provided in the, in the training, in the training side of the business, to be able to, to help, help me to work, to work smartly and not, just to work smarter and not harder. So I have learned, just utilizing what has been provided for us to make it more effective and make it more workable. And so those are the things that and also just every day, it's just really prioritizing what is important. And I love about this business because it's flexible. I mean, I'm only, like Letila has said, I answer to myself. So no manager or CEO will be, breathing down my neck and ask, so where you're at with this training, or where you're at with this, blah, blah, blah. I'm answering to myself. At the end of the day, I want to make it work. I want to make it more productive and see the business grow. And that is at the same time, I have to be aware of my today. What is my priority today? Wearing a few different hats each day. Just got to try and achieve what needs to be done today and now, and the next day and the next day. But everyone is different. So how you manage your day will be different. The way we manage our day to be able for this business to run effectively will be different from anybody else. You will find your own way. But and then again, that there's training. There's a lot of training that is available that for you to to tap into. So it is really, really important to just to tap in and just rub shoulders with people that are alike, your business partners, your business colleagues, the business like Letila and I are doing today. We had It's Okay go live last night, and others, we continue to touch base with each other and just to see what works and what not, and we can always try things out. So it's always that there's a work in progress, like anything, but if you are enjoying what you're doing, then you are in the right place, And so do you have anything else for us, Letila?
No, that was all. That was all, Bao.
Yeah, that was all. Yeah, so that is just all, ladies and gentlemen, and girls and boys, whoever else is been watching. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for all our followers who has been following us and faithfully, and thank you for your comments. We really do appreciate all your comments that that inspire us, and just it's lovely to hear from you all. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate just to leave a comment, and Letila and myself, we're more than happy to reply to you later on. Okay, and thank you so much for listening tonight, listening to us. We will see you again this time next Tuesday, 5:30 next Tuesday. Thank you and good night here from Auckland, New Zealand. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.